welcome to this week's episode of Marketing Uncut, where I speak about social commerce marketing and how to increase your sales online and offline. So this week I'm going to talk about how to use e-commerce to boost your restaurant sales. In a recent articles, you would have read that a lot of these delivery platforms that help to market restaurants online, because sometimes they don't have their own online presence. They depend on these delivery platforms to market their restaurant online and also deliver their food to their customers. So it makes things very easy for them to reach to a bigger crowd, especially when people are staying at home and are not willing to spend too much time at restaurants itself. So what does this mean for restaurants? Is it time to change their business model? They've invested so much in their kitchens, their staff. The cost of the ingredients is also pretty steep. So usually, from what I've read, the profit margins of restaurants are really slim, and when you're going to contribute a chunk of this profits towards these platforms, it's going to be even slimmer. So now maybe you would like to consider how to actually be stronger, to actually have an online presence which is stronger by pushing e-commerce. Okay? So how do you do that? Inside a restaurant, you sell dishes, right? You sell food, you sell drinks, you sell desserts for people to enjoy at the tables. Obviously, people go to restaurants for the ambiance, not just for the food, also for the good service that your workers provide. Online though, you can sell goods. This will actually be a separate income stream for you. So rather than depend on customers coming to your restaurant only, you'll have something else to sell. Okay, so for example, you don't need to increase your cost to increase your revenue when you go online. So making e-commerce actually a win-win for operators and guests alike, because the inventories are already there. You're just tapping on the inventory to cater to the online market. So what do you sell? There are plenty of things that you might want to consider. Some avenues to consider would be online ordering, which I think most restaurants are already doing. So you already have an ordering system through your website. Nowadays, you can even have an ordering system through WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, and there are specific websites that are just catering for food deliveries, right? Then you get restaurant gift cards. This is great for all year round. Data shows that sales spike in particular just before the holidays, like Raya, like Chinese New Year. But because we have been affected by the movement control, so festivities are affected. Not so many people go to restaurants in big droves, in big families anymore. So gift cards will actually still work, but for smaller groups of people. So you can consider to push your gift cards for special holidays, school holidays, Christmas, Valentine's, those anniversaries. You can actually promote to couples who are celebrating their anniversaries, to families who are celebrating their birthdays. So these gift cards could offer a discount perhaps, or a stamp basis, so that they come back for whenever they collect stamps, they can have a discount in the next meal or the next meal and the next meal. Another thing would be if your branding is really good. For example, My Burger Lab branding is amazing, right? There's a local Malaysian brand selling burgers, obviously. And what you could do is to sell t-shirts, to sell caps, glassware, like A&W, even cookbooks. We have something which is offered by Ben's. They have an amazing cookbook, considered also a table book, right? You can also sell provisions, selling meal kits, because for people like me, I don't really enjoy staying in the kitchen too long. I rather have things ready for me. I just throw it in the pan and put in some spices and it's ready to eat. So meal kits work. Non-perishable pantry items like sauces, preserves, dry goods, spice rubs, drink mixes. And if your local law allows it, would be alcoholic drinks and whatnot. Even mocktails work. So look for local partners, perhaps, if you don't think you can produce everything yourself. Look for a partner to perhaps offer your shop as an avenue for them, and you earn commission from it. So there's less strain on you. Event tickets used to be a thing. Right now, it might be a slimmer chance, but because you can, in Malaysia now, you can have up to 50% capacity of your venue, so it still could work. So you could have little events held at your restaurant. So you can promote sale tickets through your website. You have virtual cooking classes, wine tasting, art classes, just be creative. Again, work with partners if you don't know how to do this. Online catering is something that obviously people do already. So you just have to have inquiry forms that are simple enough for people to just order what they want, and make the steps so easy for them to just click on the button and the order is done. Obviously, you also need to make sure that for this kind of thing, because there's a lot of cost upfront, to collect deposits before that. Okay. How do you increase sales? So restaurant websites will have to be up to date. We noticed that websites usually are stagnant, especially restaurant websites. So make it exciting. How do you do this? You can have live selling shows in your website. This is something that Uncut Solutions offers. So invite celebrity chefs, invite guests to come and be part of your show, or maybe they can share what their favorite meal is and you can cook it together, and then people can actually order those meals during these live sessions at a special rate. So special promos, nothing that you can get at a physical store, something only available during your live selling show. So this is where you can also sell your preserves, your t-shirts, your merchandise and all that, because in your e-commerce website, this is where you can cross-sell other products, right? Email newsletters. There's something that I get regularly, especially from Natalie Gourmet, Pecha Eats, Saujana Hotel, where business is slow for hotels. So this is something that hotel restaurants can do as well to complement your current business. Your restaurant is there, use it, right? Use it for your live selling shows. Why not? Use it for catering. Use it to have pop-up shops outside there rather than wait for people to come. Go out. All right. Another way would be to have a strong social media marketing campaign. So if you don't have if you don't have a website and you're depending on Facebook, you need to have character in your social media channels. Not just putting photos of your food, not just putting photos of promotions. Create stories about the people in your company, and then why should people buy from you? So again, if you don't have an e-commerce website, you can actually sell products through Facebook Live, and that's something that Uncut Solutions is also doing. So you can capture orders when people leave their comments during the live session. The orders come into your inventory straight away, and can keep track, and also issue invoices so that you don't get helter-skelter. So as a summary, e-commerce for restaurants is a huge opportunity, especially now. And this is a great time for you to build your fan base. If you've not gotten the contacts of your customers, this is a great opportunity to do so, to increase sales. So if you have feedback or questions, please leave them in the comment box below. Do subscribe to our channel for more social commerce, marketing and sales tips, and I'll see you next episode. Take care.